Hi everybody. Last episode we found a stronghold. And it was unfortunately missing all of the ender pearls. Or rather all of the items of ender that would be required to open the portal. And it's going to take a little while to get a dozen of those up. So while we're waiting for that to happen, I decided that we can focus on improving our fuel situation here, as well as getting an IC2 miner set up. And that should pretty much take care of our continuous fuel supply for our engines. I think we could use some more capacitors here, as well as an energy monitor to turn these engines on and off. Okay, so I have scraped together a graphical power monitor and another basic capacitor bank, both of which I shall place right here. See, we may need to put this over here. There we are. We have the 3 million power storage. All right, so I need to move these. So, then there's also the question of some IC2 machines. I've started a small family of them here, mostly run by the biogenerator from forestry, which allows us to use that ethanol that we've been generating. And I have gotten most of the way through a miner. All I lack is the scanner and the positional upgrade that'll let me eject the ores into a chest. So that shouldn't take long, assuming I've got everything I need. These scanners are a bit more expensive than I remember. But I should still have everything I need. I'll just need to squish some bronze item casings and copper cables and such. So we'll just get on with that. Oh, by the way, the ender lilies are still growing. And hey, looks like our storage has reached 99%, so it has turned off the redstone signal to the engines. And once it gets back down to 75%, it should turn them back on again. And once that's working properly, I'll make sure that power and fuel are sent to all three engines so they can work more quickly. Okay, so I've got all the mining gear together, and I have decided that there's really not any reason not to test it right here inside my house. At least I believe. Let's see, there's the mine shaft. See, over here is where we have the staircase. So let's move over to right here. And we can place down our miner and our pump. And I'm going to try something a little bit different with the pump. Instead of using cells, I'm going to see if an Ender IO fluid tank will draw liquids out of it. And we want the mining drill, scanner, pipe, and an iron chest, which we'll put over here. And set our ejector upgrade to eject to this side. And now all we need is power. Which is another reason I decided to test inside the building, because I don't have enough diamonds yet to make an MFE. So now we get to wait for this to charge up, and that to charge up, and that's going to take a little while. But once that gets going, we'll be able to test it out and see how it goes, and find out whether this works. And meanwhile, over here, we have gone down far enough for these engines to start up again. So that is working exactly according to plan. Those are full, so we can start putting fuel into this one. And I probably should build an extra tank in line over here just to have extra fuel to work with. And tank. I decided to go with the pressurized fluid tank to see how much more capacity it had. And it comes out to about twice as much. And we will wait until this gets up over 10 buckets before we started ejecting into the still to make more ethanol. Unless, of course, we run out of ethanol before we get this scanner charged up. And it's a little bit over half, so that's starting to look like a possibility. So yeah, better power generation is still a priority here. I could probably start with expanding the tree farm so that we're generating more saplings to make fuel out of. Or I might have to fall back on some of the mods that are actually designed for generating power, like deep resonance or advanced generators. Advanced generators looks like a rather large and confusing mod though, so I'm a little bit hesitant to jump into it. But then again, that's probably a good reason to jump into it in the first place. Okay, the OB scanner is fully charged. The drill is almost there. And pretty soon we should have stuff coming out into our chest. And there it goes. Now we don't have any pipes or wires under this part of the building yet, so we can just drill straight down all the way to bedrock. And hopefully we'll find lots of copper because that's the next thing I need a lot of. And as soon as the miner digs down to this level, it should be going right through this block here and just exactly missing my mine shaft. But apparently it's finding lots of stuff between here and there, so it hasn't quite gotten there yet. And there it is. Even though it doesn't really make any difference, it's good to see that I did my math right. So this will keep on digging through here. And in a moment, I'll go back upstairs to see what it's dug up. And so far, it's only gone about a quarter of the distance to bedrock. So there'll be plenty more for it to find after that. And with the speed it's going, it looks as if it's finding plenty. Because it has to slow down to dig sideways to pick up the other minerals in its area. As we'll be able to see once it gets a little bit below eye level. Okay, let's move our eye level up a little. I don't see any sideways digging from here. Ah. And there's some. Oh, it was digging over here. And apparently finding some iron. And looks like I'll be filling in some spots for it when it gets done. But I can live with that. And there's an Enderman. Let's annoy him. Not you. We don't want you annoyed. We just want you dead. Now, where did he go? Ah! It would seem that we have succeeded in annoying it. And then losing it. Enderman head. I've been eating one of those in my other game. But there's one pearl for my collection. 11 more to go. And over here, we are almost out of mining pipe, which means that we are actually almost to bedrock. And in fact, we've got some diamonds. So we should be able to make an MFE in just a few more runs and get this thing mobile. So yeah, looks like everything is running at a sustainable rate. Although we certainly do need to expand things. And we can probably do that next episode. But I also think I'd like to do some building. I'm building up quite a bit of wood. I'd like to use some. So we may be doing some mechanical expansion. We may be building next episode. We'll certainly be hunting for some Endermen and harvesting a Ender Lily or two. So be sure to tune in for that. So here I am in version 1.10. Be sure to check out future episodes in the next playlist, which I'll be labeling FTB Unstable 1.10. And I'll get more episodes out as soon as I can. Till then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.